My name's Jerry. I met my mate Ethan when we were playing footy. He introduced himself as Taz because he comes from Tasmania. And we were out having dinner at KFC at Pakenham one night and he got stabbed. Little 13-year-old was talking about his missus. And he goes, "Oh, can you just stop that?" And we were just about to leave because we had our food and about to go back to Corona Bay or wherever it was because it's a bit of a drive from Pakenham. And they all followed us out and just talking to his little 13-year-old's mates, and out of nowhere he come behind and just had a knife and just stabbed him. I didn't realise he had a knife because it was dark and we were outside. All it looked like was he was throwing a hand, like punching him in the chest or something, and we all just had a little laugh and no one even recognised what happened. And out of nowhere you look down, he just had a bit of blood coming out of his chest. The kid that done it, he's just gone, "You've just been shanked," and just started sprinting off. Like, didn't believe what just happened. It felt like an eternity. Like, you're just standing there looking at him, looking up, like, seeing what's happened, and he's dropped on the ground. And I remember just going straight on the phone, calling the ambulance, just waiting for someone to come down and help out, and happened to be a cop driving past and waved him down to come over. He was laying on the ground, and I remember his missus at the time was chasing after the little kids, and I was standing there, I was still in shock what happened, and you just see nothing out of nowhere. You just see the whole shirt just red and just, it was all over the ground and all over your hands because you're putting pressure on the wound, and just felt helpless knowing you couldn't do anything about it. You hold a wound on the chest, and one of the mates from the other guy sitting there crying in tears, like didn't know what just happened either, like he was as shocked as we were. And then I think it was about 5-10 minutes or so, the ambulance has finally come over and applied pressure on the chest and it took him away, and he was still all like aware of what was going on at the time, so it didn't feel like it was as bad as it was at the time. Gave her a call and go, "Oh, he's been stabbed and he hasn't looked too bad because he's conscious, but I reckon he might need a few stitches." And she's like, "Oh yeah, where's he going?" We're like, "The Alfred," and her voice dropped completely because she just knew right away. She's like, "No, he's not going to be alright, like you're not going to the Alfred without having serious injuries." And the ambo chicks is trying to calm everyone down, and it's not too bad, he's going to be alright. And you get home and you find out he's going into surgery, you might not make it over the next couple of hours. It's like, oh Jesus, like what's just happened? And next couple of days you're all sitting at home waiting for him to come home from the hospital, and he's in a coma for a couple of days. And for the first happened and hearing he might not make it, you just like, I remember praying on my bed just going, please just let him like kick through. And then after a couple of hours, you hear he's finally made it through the surgery, he's alright, just in a coma, going to be in coma for a couple of days, and you're like, oh well, at least he's alright at the moment. Like again, positive news as it goes on, and just waiting for that first text just felt like eternity. Oh, the first couple of months was real hard. He had like a cane and he just hobbling around the house and couldn't go out, couldn't do this. I remember just even going for a swim, all us boys were in his pool while he was sitting outside the pool, just knowing he couldn't even do anything. He had like a pacemaker on his heart because his heart could have malfunctioned afterwards as well, so you're still stressed at the time. He's just going for a walk and sometimes you hear it beeping and stuff or whatever, and just knowing you had to calm it down. You're baffled because you usually like a little knife wound the size of like a couple of mil, and to realise he's cut the whole chest open just to find out what's actually going on. You don't think about it, like the actual consequences afterwards, because all you see is a little wound in the inside, but you don't actually know what's going on. Just knowing it could have been you as well, like you just right there next to him, is seeing all this go down. You're like, oh, that could have been me. Like, what could have stopped him from doing it to me too? We're just standing there minding our own business. It could have been my girlfriend, and like all it would take was for me to stand up and say something could have just been me the target, or me standing in that position of where he was because we were right next to each other. Like, you're that close to each other, so anything could have happened. Like, you don't even realise how lucky you are until you're in that situation. Well, I remember going to the shops, a couple of Franks and whatever, and there's a little kid. Well, he's only 13. You shouldn't be nervous at all, but you just see him like looking at you weird way, and you're not scared, but you just feel uncomfortable around some people sometimes, just knowing anything can happen now. Like, I remember being 13 years old, you're too scared to talk to someone like a couple of years above you at school, and you got kids these days now just walking around like they own the streets, and it's like, I don't even know how you feel comfortable doing that and carrying a knife around. I don't think I've really changed that much. It's just, yeah, just going out, you always got the extra eye on you now, like just that self-awareness of what's going on around you a bit more, because, yeah, well, as you know, just anyone can sneak up on you. Yeah, going out there and having a good time, but you're both still aware of like what's going on around you, so you don't really enjoy your night as much anymore because you're just looking over your shoulder half the time. Oh well, first it's like they're pretty relaxed. Like you go out for the night and just be safe, and now they're like make sure you've got each other's back. You're watching around for yourself and just don't talk to just keep to yourself as well now. Or every time you go out and have a few drinks, the first mate, you make sure you don't drink too much because you want to have like your awareness and try to stay safe. And yeah, you get a message throughout the night, just how you going, and make sure you text me when you get home just so I know you're all safe. It's just getting out of hand. Every other day you just hear on the news that people getting stabbed by all these kids, 13 to 16 or whatever. Well, it's all the kids that, carrying knives, or your mates that know they're carrying, and just make sure you don't do it because it's not just the the effects to that person or the family that you've done it to, it's everyone. It's a domino effect. It starts with them and continues on. The only point you really carry a knife is go use it, and even if you're not planning on doing it to someone else, someone could use it against you. Like, it's only for your safety, it's like people could do it, like everyone around you. Cut the violence.